in geometry, knowing your special right triangles, in this case, a 30, 60, 90 triangle, and knowing the rules that go with it, it's gonna save you a great amount of time and much less of a headache. So what I've done is I've represented the smallest side length as X. How do I know that this is my smallest side length? Visually, it appears that it is, but I know the smallest side length is always gonna be opposite of the 30-degree angle. So we've got our 30-degree angle right up there, go across the triangle, boom. That leg of this right triangle is the smallest leg. Okay, now, some things we know about all 30, 60, 90-degree triangles is that the hypotenuse, that is opposite of the 90-degree angle, the hypotenuse, also our longest side, will always be 2 times our shortest side. So if that was a 4, I would just say 2 times 4, and it would give me my distance over here of my hypotenuse. And that's great. We know our shortest side, we know our longest side, but what about that middle side, the one that right there in the middle? So this is our smaller leg, this is our larger leg of the right triangle. You would take whatever value the smallest side is, and you're gonna multiply that by root 3. That is what you need to know when it comes to special right triangles, 30, 60, 90. Now let's go right over here and I'll show you how to do some problems with it. Whoa, those are some good looking triangles. Let's see if we remember those things that we needed to. We've got a right triangle, 90-degree angle, smallest side is always opposite of the 30. Then we multiply that by 2 to get the hypotenuse. And we want to take that same value, X, multiply it by root 3. So let's use this as our key code on each one of these 3 problems. Notice that the third one might be a little trickier, but I'll teach you exactly how to do a problem like that in your class. All right, start basic, simple. Smallest side's 2. My hypotenuse is always going to be 2 times my smallest side. So what's 2 times 2? That's going to give me 4. The hypotenuse to this would be 4. Now we got this leg here we got to figure out. We want to take the smallest side length, which in this case is the 2 because it's opposite of the 30, and I want to multiply that by root 3. Done. We've now found all 3 sides without having to do any complex trigonometry. All right, now we go over to this problem right here. They gave me the smallest side, 30. Great, because it's opposite of the 30-degree angle. Boom, that tells me right away 5 is my smallest side of this triangle. Hypotenuse is easy. It's just 5 times, you guessed it, 2. That would make it 10. Now, how do we get this other leg? Not the smallest leg, but the second biggest leg. 5 times, let's go back up to that key code. Oh yeah, it's just the smallest side times root 3. So 5 root 3 would be my distance of this leg here. Oh my gosh, they took the triangle and they turned it on us. That's okay. 30 degrees is right there. So if I go across the triangle, they are giving me my smallest side right here. Across from the 30-degree angle will always be the smallest side. So 4 root 3 is my smallest side. We get the hypotenuse, which is always opposite of the right angle. So this is my hypotenuse. We have to take that value of the smallest side and multiply it by 2. It's going to be double. So what would 4 root 3 times 2 make? Well, that's going to make 8 root 3. So I know that my hypotenuse is going to be 8 root 3 distance. Wonderful. How about that guy though? How do we get that? Oh, that's right. We take our smallest side length and we got to multiply it by root 3. So now we got to say for this side length, we want to take 4 root 3. I'll just erase this real quick. 4 root 3. And I need to multiply that by another root 3. Ooh. Square root of 3 times the square root of 3 is going to give me the square root of 9. Good news about the square root of 9 is that it's a perfect square root. We should know that the square root of 9 is really just a 3. So 4 times 3 is all I need to do in order to get this distance. 4 times 3 gives me 12. So I now know that that side length is 12 units long. Hopefully this makes sense. I got some more videos coming up where I move away from the smallest side, and maybe I'll give you the hypotenuse first or the other leg distance first. Go ahead and check those videos out. If you're still struggling, you can always drop me a message and I will give you a video to help you along the way. Study hard and good luck on your upcoming test.